before we begin. I just want to do a couple little shout outs really quick. If you are a John Jay Orchestra officer, please stand up. My officers, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, officers. We're still waiting on a few of our state medals to come in, so I didn't want to pass them out and not have all the medals. But for those who did state track, solo ensemble, please stand up, my state track people. You know who you are. Go ahead, state track. That's right. Aaron with you. Brandon with you. And so what that means is there was a specific list they had to play off of at a certain specific level. And we actually have a few students who this coming Monday are actually going to state in Austin. That means that as a soloist, they had to have it memorized and get a grade like class 1 superior on their performance. And for a duet, also have a class 1 and to have a 1. And so we have a couple of kids who are going to state on Monday. And I want to quickly have you help me wish them the best of luck. First, we have Kyle Jackson on bass. With his accompanist, Tim, who's also going on a solo. So Tim. Shuhei who's going on a solo also. Humberto. We have Nayeli and Emma on a viola duet by Claire. And we have Bert and Shuhei going on a duet as well. So please, if you see them on the way out, wish them the best of luck on their trip to Austin on Monday. And without further ado, let's tune in to our radio show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros. Thank you for tuning in to 76.11 WMOR Mustang Orchestra Radio, our end of the year radio's greatest hits. This is DJ Diva tuning in with the amazing John Jay Orchestra. Tonight we're bringing you all the classics from the greatest top 40 hits to jazz and swing classics. Additionally, this will be the final concert for many of our musicians present, as the seniors will be graduating in 2 short weeks. But although we're sad to see them go, let's let them know that our first piece is bittersweet, but everything is going to be all right. tune that really touches our souls, ladies and gentlemen. For our next hit piece, we'll be kicking it back with the UIL contest favorite, a relaxing serenade dedicated to all our listeners from the Corpus Christi area. With summer fast approaching, the possibilities will soon be endless. But I, for one, will be heading the beach with our next song, featuring the sweepstakes-winning Philharmonic Orchestra, playing Tropical Serenade. Station identification. Our next segment is brought to you by Grammarly. Writing's not easy. That's why Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read. It undermines the writer's message, and the word choice is bland. Grammarly's cutting-edge technology helps you craft compelling, understandable writing that makes an impact on your reader. Much better. Are you ready to give it a try? Installation is simple and free. Visit Grammarly.com today. And have you been an offender bender recently? Then contact your local farmer's agent. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. And we're back. Welcome back to our show. How can we have the greatest hits show without this next track? Serving as our own little homage to the king of rock and roll himself. From the groovy rockabilly of jailhouse rock, featuring the piano skills of the world-famous tambourine, to the sweet melody of Can't Help Falling in Love. This melody is sure to make you want to put on your blue suede shoes. Now a 1 and a 2, and here we go! emphasis on its release has nevertheless risen to the top of the charts lately with its unique style and movement. We hope this next piece gets you grooving as much as our orchestra will be, because remember, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. This time, I took a little brief time out to talk about something a little important here. Unfortunately, 76.11 Mustang Orchestra Radio will be shutting down after tonight due to lack of funding. If you'd like to support the organization, then please don't hesitate to donate to the Orchestra Guild. Without further ado, though, let us begin our final melancholy song and reflect on all that we've accomplished here at Mustang Radio. Orchestra Radio, we were just kidding. We're not going anywhere. Mustang Orchestra Radio never dies, and just like Rick Astley is never going to give you up.
And real quick, as we're making a real quick presto change here, I just wanted to say a few words. Never Gonna Give Up was great. I thought that's been a very great reflection for this year. And for those who don't know, we made it through, me being split campuses and running around like a crazy person because of these kids behind me, learning something that will hopefully go forward in them in the future, which is learning grace and learning flexibility, how to support someone and smile, even on the bad days, right? And I really appreciate each and every one of you making it so I could make it through this year, especially after this weekend that we played that great rock concert, which was a lot of work and a lot of energy from you guys. So I really, really appreciate that, and I can't wait for next year, right? And be able to give more of my energy back here at J. I'm really looking forward to that. And today we're actually next to be featuring in a second a group that doesn't get featured very much. They get hidden, but they're so very, very talented. So now I'm gonna pass the mic back to Mr. DJ Diva himself.
And we're back. And our bases are loaded for our next song with syncopations and solos that are sure to blow you away. Let's hit it, gang.
One other quick presto changeo. I hope most of you were able to join and see all these kids not in their concert black, more in their rocker black this past weekend. Thank you, Mr. Bishop. I have some videos I'll be sharing this week for you guys. They're up close and personal. I heard some really good things specifically about our kids. And one, how helpful they were, but also how awesome and what great performers they were. This is coming from our new fine arts director, coming from people in the district who were just really impressed with John Jay and the orchestra. I wanted to share it with you guys. And now we're passing up the mic back to DJ Diva.
And now, dearest orchestra, it's finally here, our last performance, our last moment in harmony together. But before the last chord is sounded, the seniors would like to say, it's been such an enormous privilege and honor to play with this majestic and wondrous orchestra. Being a member of this group and having the opportunity to express ourselves through our instruments has changed us, shaped us, and will always be part of our hearts. Memorable musical experiences, the thrill of performing, sharing our music, and passion with our community. These are the moments we will carry with us forever. As we go through life, we will look back upon our orchestra years and all we've accomplished here with great pride. The people we've met, the friends we've made, are unforgettable. And we would not be the people we are today had it not been for their support and friendship. Now, class of 2025, we officially say goodbye to Sabrina Rosas. Gabe Gracia. Ariel Gonzalez. Michael Ramos. Serenity Capu. Haley Gonzalez. Luke Cervantes. Ariana Adame. Joseph Jones. Dominic Scannell. Zaret Gomez. Daisy Rendon. And Humberto Sanchez. Farewell, orchestra. Farewell, seniors. Farewell, friends.
She has some awards and some stalls for you really quickly. I know you have something to say too. We're going to go ahead. You want to just come help me? We'll just pass them out. This is the first group of kids that didn't do high school online. And let me tell you, it's our first big graduating senior class in a very, very long time. And I'm not going to cry because I ugly cry. And I'm not going to do it in front of people. But just so you guys know, I'm like a mess on the inside, like hardcore. I don't know how I would have gotten through this year without you guys, to be honest. And I don't know how we're going to do it without them next year. Some of the kids, I don't know if you're crying back there, but you should be. We're really, really going to miss all of you. And every one of you brings something different, and I hope that you know that no matter where you go, be it here, be it anywhere in the country, in the world, that you always have a home here, that you always have people here in San Antonio who love you. If it's hard, I know life is never easy. Oh God, here I go. Life is never easy. Life is never easy. And I always tell you, don't grow up, it's a trick. because you know I'm telling the truth here, right? But we're here for you. Your friends here for high school. We've been through a lot together. You always have us. You have all the parents that have been helping. Even if you had a few conversations, no matter what, you have all these people here in the audience to lean on and who love you. Let me say it again. Who love you, no matter what. No matter what, okay? So, Miss Mike, if you'd be so kind, I'm gonna help Mr. Munoz. Let's give each of this. This is Dominic Scannell right here. Joseph Jones. Luke Cervantes. Miss Haley Gonzalez. Matt Bootman. Serenity Cantu. Humberto Sanchez. Daisy Rendon. Zareth Gomez. Ariani Adame. Sabrina Rosas. Gabe Gracia. Michael Ramos. Michael, I have one more person who's going to help me get tall things. Well, what I'm going to do when you graduate, Lucas, I don't know. And last but not least, we have Ariel Gonzalez. And Ariel's part of a collection. I had 3 of her older brothers. I was so privileged to have her as well. And I can't believe now they're all graduating, and almost all of them are doing something in music. And again, even if you don't do music, guys, there's community orchestra. Play music just for fun. Go see a concert. Go see our concert just for fun. And I know Miss Haley has something to say, so I'm going to pass the mic over to you, my dear.
Hey, Miss G, I know I can speak for all of us when I take it to say you are one of the best directors we've ever had. Woo! One of the best teachers, I want to say thank you so much for everything you've done for us, helped us succeed, and we have a basket we would like to give you. If one of your old seniors could bring it up.
Oh my gosh, I have to like Roman numeral here. The 18th. Wow. Full name. And then we have Mozart, Benjamin Schumann. Oh my God.
Mr. Mozart is being brought up to the stage by my little sister.
Miss G, don't leave yet. It's just, I have things to say. Haley handed me the mic. I have things to say anyways. Thank you for 4 years of, family, of passion, of music, of love, of putting up with my BS. And, I don't know who else can put up 4 years of missing practice schools. But this year you have really taught us resilience. It was something that, it was a harsh lesson for first you to learn, and us to learn, and then us to learn again in UIL. But thank you, Miss G, from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of all of our hearts for everything that you've done for us forever. And we love you, and we will always love you. Thank you, Miss G.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. That keeps giving. We've got one more thing that we want to present. I'm going to pass the mic on to our Orchestra Guild President Extraordinaire for this amazing next portion of our concert.
I just don't want to drop the mic right in the middle of this. All right, so the Orchestra Guild is very proud to present 2 scholarships to seniors this year, and I want to read an excerpt from each of the applicants before I announce their names, and to share a little bit of what they had to say to us. To say fine arts education has made an impact on me is an understatement, because it has touched so many lives, not just mine, and has helped so many students through struggles they may face at home or school. And it has taught them important life lessons that they will carry with them throughout their adulthood. I have had the amazing privilege that most kids don't get, and as fine arts educational programs throughout the district are closing, I feel sadness for those who will miss out on the amazing things fine arts has to offer. I am extremely grateful for the opportunity to have been a part of something amazing, something bigger than just myself. Fine arts has been there through every step of my life, through the grief, through the trials and tribulations, through excitement, joy, and I am beyond grateful for it. I know that fine arts is one of the best programs that schools offer, and it is a program that has shaped me into who I am today. Along with thousands of other kids, I can say without a doubt, Fine Arts Orchestra will always live inside me, continuing to help me through my life. Saif Gomez. We are pleased to present you the Orchestra Guild Scholarship. Our second recipient, I want to share a little piece. I felt my fingers tremble, adrenaline coursed through my veins as the chords washed over the stage. Never before had I been asked to create something out of nothing, to pull notes from thin air and create music never before heard. Yet there I was, terrified and eager, standing alongside a guitarist who told me to just play something, improv. Sorry. I closed my eyes and listened carefully to the strumming of the Evo blue chords, and for the first time ever, in front of an audience of my fellow musicians, let my violin speak in its own voice. I didn't play anything particularly complex, but the trading of bittersweet and pensive melody lines between us was a magical reward for the anxiety of diving head first into that incredibly intimidating task. Before I knew it, the song was over. Our last notes hanging in air, capturing our audience breaths. And we would like to award Humberto Sanchez.
in case you didn't hear, they each won $500 each towards college from the guild. So congratulations again. All right, Diva, take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a second here to dry our tears as we get ready to wrap this thing up tonight with our final Billboard hit. Let's give a huge thanks to all of our listeners today at the John Jay Orchestra Guild. To the John Jay administration, thank you for choosing 76.11 Mustang Orchestra Radio. This is DJ Diva, signing off with another huge thanks to our amazing director, Ms. Heather Gonzalez, the John Jay Orchestra. And remember, although we're sad to see these seniors go, again, dry your tears, get ready to dance the night away, and tally-ho!
sure you're welcome to come up here and take a picture, my friends. Seniors, you want an individual picture, will be up here. Everybody else, all the stand racks and chair racks are back there. So it's probably best if you put your instrument away safely. And then make sure always come back. Turn off your stand lights.